Okay, so arms out by our side, and we're just going to swing our arms across our body from one side to the other. This is just a nice simple stretch for the body and just a really easy way to get ourselves moving. Then we're just going to move into our spine slaps. So what this involves is just swinging our arms across our body so that our hands just naturally hit the sides of our waist. And again, this is just a nice stretch for your upper body. Okay, so what we're going to do now is some deep breathing exercises. So for the men, it's left hand on your stomach, and for the women, it's right hand on the stomach. So all we're going to do is just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, just leaving our hands on our stomach, we're just going to do some simple neck stretching exercises. So firstly, just across to one side, and then across the other side. Backwards, forwards, and then we're just going to do some simple shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders forwards and then backwards. Okay, and then just what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands up and back down. So breathe in, bring the hands up. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Breathe in, bring the hands up. Breathe out, hands come down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathing out. We're going to progress it further. So breathe in, open up the hands wide. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Again, breathe in, open up the hands wide. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Breathe in, open up the hands wide. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Breathe in, open up wide. Breathe out, hands down. Okay, one more. Breathe in, open up wide. Breathe out, hands come down. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to be doing is called the Temple at Dawn. So what we're going to do is bring the hands up into the body. Push the hands out in front, open up. Bring our hands down. Bring the backs of our hands together, open up wide. Bring the hands around in front and down. Again, so bring the hands up into the body, push forward. Open up the hands. Bring the hands down. Bring the backs of our hands together, opening up wide. Bring the hands around and down in front. again. So bring the hands up, push forward, turn the hands out, bring the hands down, bring the backs of our hands together, open up wide, coming around, and hands down along the front. Bring the hands up, into the body, push the hands forward, open up, bring the hands down, bring the backs of our hands together, opening up wide, come around and down in front. Bring the hands up, into the body, push the hands forward, open up, bring the hands down, bring the backs of our hands together, open up wide, and then coming around, down in front. Okay, so our next exercise is called waving the hands in the clouds. So what you want to have is your right hand on top and left on the bottom. And what we're going to do is track our hands across the body. So as we move across, our top hand comes down and the bottom hand comes up. You can imagine that your hands are moving through water, slowly through water. Just all that really matters is that you keep this at a slow, controlled movement. Okay, so just a few more. And then bringing our hands back into center. Next I want us to place our right hand on top and left hand on the bottom. And what we want to do is imagine that we've got a ball the size of maybe a soccer ball or a basketball in between the hands. And we simply turn it across the body and then flip the hands over. So we turn across, flip the hands. Turn across, flip the hands. Turn across, flip the hands. Across, flip the hands. Just a few more. Final one, coming across, flip the hands, and then coming back into center. Okay, so for our next exercise, what we want to do is have our right hand on top and left on the bottom. We just push the hands through and back down through the center. So push the hands up and through and then back down through the center. Up and back down through the center. And if you want to include the breath with this, it's simply breathe in as you bring the hands together and breathe out as the hands come apart. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Just a few more. Breathe in and breathe out. And coming back into center. Now, with our hands facing up, we're going to start tracing the shape of a ball out in front of us, or a circle out in front of us. You do this enough, you might actually start to feel like there really is a circle in front of you. Final one, and coming down. Okay, for our next exercise, we're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart, bring the backs of our hands together, we're going to bend down and stretch out our arms. So with this one, we want to imagine that we are shooting off a bow. What you can do with this one is imagine that when you're shooting off your bow, you may be perhaps shooting off negative thoughts, or just anything really that you feel like you'd like to release from your life. You can imagine that you're releasing it as you release your bow, or you can just simply enjoy the movement for what it is. It's completely up to you. Okay, so for our next one, what we're going to do is step forward, punch forward, coming back in. 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 Just a few more. Step forward, punch forward, coming back in. Last one. Step forward, punch forward, coming back in. Okay guys, well thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these exercises, then I'd highly recommend that you check out my online course, Meditation in Motion, where I teach Tai Chi, Qigong and meditation all in one course. I've made this course with the absolute beginner and everyday person in mind, so that you can learn these practices easily and effortlessly and start seeing their incredible benefits. Just check out the description below for the link to the course and the discount. Okay guys, well thanks again, and I'll see you next time.